Here in the postgame following a thrilling win for Virginia Tech, 93-91 over Wake Forest, and now joined by head coach Buzz Williams. And Buzz, first of all, congratulations. I know that had to have been somewhat of a draining effort for your guys and for yourself. But can you take me through that second half? It seemed like Danny Manning made some adjustments to funnel things out of the post, and Devin Thomas did some good things offensively for them. But you guys had a response seemingly each and every time they tried to grab momentum.
I think we're very lucky to win. I thought offensively we were as good as we've been, 1.3 points per possession. Obviously, when we're a low turnover, I think that leads to us taking better shots, which leads to us shooting a higher field goal percentage. You should be happy, in my opinion, as a coach offensively if your team shoots 50% and 45% from the three and 83% from the free throw line with 29 of your points coming from the free throw line. But in many respects, things just worked out for us in the end. They had 6 guys in double figures. They shot 59% for the game. It's really hard to overcome. Initially, we started out doubling the post, doubling Devin. Like I told you earlier today, I just think it's pick your poison. You can prevent him possibly from scoring, but then it's going to immediately put you in rotation, which then gives up possibly an uncontested three. We got in foul trouble. We call trapping the post monster. We took the monster off. And then in the second half, there for a while, I know at the first time out they had literally scored every single possession. And at one point they were shooting 73% from the field, even though it was still a one-possession game, give or take either way. We never got enough stops. So we changed our ball screen coverage there over the last 6 to 7 possessions. Maybe we should have done that earlier. But, again, it's like anything else in life. Whatever the smart guy said, an action's going to cause a reaction. And I just kept hoping, kept talking to our guys that this action has to work because this is going to be the negative reaction. And so we're very fortunate.
You talked about you need to have near perfect shot selection.
Yep.
And you look at Bibbs, 12 of 18. I mean, he was seeing a big basket. It kind of after the technical foul, he got 6 quick points there. It's almost like it got him going. But talk about his game a little bit.
Yeah, Bibbs doesn't have to score 32, just like I said when Jalen had a great game last week when we were here. But we need Bibbs to be more like what he was tonight in comparison to what he has been in the first 3 conference games. As I said when we beat State, when we beat Virginia, I don't think that we're good enough that we're just going to show up and, wow, that was a good win. I think it's going to be like this. I think it's going to be one-possession games, and I think, the way we categorize shots, Burnop, is, and we define them. It's not just an opinion. This is how we defined a perfect shot. This is how we define a great shot. This is how we define a good shot. And this is how we define a bad shot. And one of our assistants keeps those. We're constantly giving our guys that intel. It's something I write on my board in pregame for every game that we update at halftime, that we talk about after the game, win or lose, because I want our guys to be so aware of, if you're playing time of possession, a perfect possession, a perfect field goal attempt is most likely going to take more time than a bad field goal attempt, right? And so if you are prepared in that your game is going to be a 1 or 2 possession game, from a football standpoint, we have to win time of possession. And the more perfect shots you have, number one, that's correlated to a low turnover, right? It means you're shooting a higher percentage, which means they're getting the ball out of the net and playing against a set defense as opposed to they're running it down our throats. So there's a lot of good things in that. I know that's a little bit more probably than I should say, but
well, no, the 88-84 3 that Bibbs had, you talk about perfect shot.
Yeah,
shot clock down with about 2, 3
yeah,
or 2.
and then but here's the other thing. Zach turned that shot down up there in the slot
Yep.
with 3.5 seconds left for Bibbs to shoot it. And I always tell our guys, I don't know that God cares if we win or lose, but I do think God blesses the intent of your heart. If Zach would have shot that ball, he would have missed it. But because it turned into what we call a one more, all the time it's going to be a make. And the shot in the first half that KJ released almost under the backboard as the horn was going off, that was the same type of possession. And our guys are beginning to believe that more and more, obviously, because they're seeing it happen.
Justin Robinson, Coach, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about him during our time.
I love that little dude, man.
Number 5.
He's got, I call him 5. He's smart. He was raised by a mama that's got some swag to her and a daddy that held the line. I like left-handed guys. I like little quick guys. He's not scared. I think he's got a bright future. I don't know what his ceiling is, but it's just he just kind of continues to grow on me. And that's what you want. You know, we're playing. Oh, I'm tired. We're playing Seth at the point. Devin is our best perimeter defender. We need him to get stops. 5 kind of changes the pace. 5 can play off the ball because he's smart enough to know all the plays, whether he has the ball in his hand or not. I think tonight that was his lowest assist total, his highest minutes. Obviously, it was his highest points. But that was, I think he has.
It's 3 turnovers in conference play.
That's exactly right.
13.
And I think there was a little bit of their freshman point guard versus our freshman point guard kind of going on out there a little bit. I love that too. I like watching fights, and I just love his spirit.
How about Satchel Pierce? Got good minutes out of him tonight with his 6. And KJ, big rebounds at the end, big free throws.
We needed Satch now.
Yeah.
Zach's in foul trouble. KJ's in foul trouble. I thought Satch was really big. The one layup he missed, he should have made. The little short corner shot that he made was fine. The other one he shot, probably have to give it to him since he made the previous one. Satch is smart. For a guy that doesn't play a lot, we needed him to play, and we needed him to execute because they were playing zone predominantly all the time that Satch was in the game. And then defensively, we were not monstering. It was similar to how we played Okafor last year. Hey, man, he's a load. Do the best you can. And, I thought I'm glad Satch will gain some confidence from this, which is good. He matches up with a wide-bodied, low post. That's where the action is. And Satch's ball screen coverage is probably a little better than I think what most people think, too.
93-91 is the final for Virginia Tech on the road on Saturday at Georgia Tech.